Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. It is that time again. It is Chantecaille Sylvie's birthday sale and I am so excited because I've got a couple fun things to share with you. So I do have a special early access code that is going to be Abby SS25 and that is going to allow you to shop starting on July 25th through the 27th. So early access, so you can get your hands on some of these awesome sale items starting on the 25th and then starting on 7/28 through the 31st. That will be site-wide access. So this happens every year. It is 25% off. The ones that are excluded are the philanthropy beauty items, the ones that are the give back beauty products. So not only do I have an early access code, but if you spend $600, you will get this exclusive rose tote from Chantecaille. And you guys, this is such a pretty little tote. I love it. So what I wanted to do today was walk you through my favorite products that I have used for quite some time that are included in this sale. So I went ahead and put these products on my face so you could see them in action. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look using some of my favorite skincare products, makeup, and of course ending up with fragrance of the day, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, real quick, I'm going to reiterate my code for early access starting 7/25 through the 27th. My code is Abby SS25, and that will allow you to shop with 25% off site-wide except for the philanthropy products. And then if you spend $600+, you will also get this beautiful Exclusive Rose Tote from Chantecaille, and this is while supplies last. Okay, we are going to start with a few of my favorite skincare items from Chantecaille, and I've already cleansed my face, and then I like to start with a little bit of rose water just to rehydrate my skin. This is a no-brainer product for the sale. Love it, use it daily to refresh my skin throughout the day just to kind of perk me up, but it's just a fantastic hydrator. It is pure rose water, so good for your skin as well, and it's just one of my favorites. So one of the products that I love to use that I feel like does not get enough attention from the line is the Vital Essence. I'm a big believer on layering on hydration, and I love essences, and I particularly love this one because it sort of bursts onto your skin and feels so good. So what I'll do is I'll take a pump of this, I'll do 2 to show you, just like that, and it comes out a little bit like a gel, and then when you rub it on your hands, the hydration bursts open. You can see that it is almost like suspended in the bottle, and it just feels so amazing. So I will put on this essence first, and I start to rebuild some hydration after cleansing my skin. And then I'll use my favorite serum from Chantecaille. This is the Bio Lifting Serum, and it's going to do just that. It is going to firm up the skin a bit. They call this like Botox in a bottle, and it feels so great on the skin. This serum is a long time love because it feels so fantastic on the skin, but it also does give you a temporary facelift. So I will use a few drops. And one thing I will tell you about Chantecaille products, that was actually a little bit too much that I used. A little goes a long way. You do not need to use a ton of the products to get the results. So I will let that penetrate into the skin before I put on my moisturizer. And while I'm waiting for that to sort of do its work, I am going to use my ultimate favorite product. This is what I use every single day as my eye cream, and this is the Stress Repair Concentrate. So if I was to suggest just one skincare item from Chantecaille for the sale, this would be the one. This is what I use underneath my eyes daily, but you also can use this in areas where your skin is a bit stressed. If my skin is a bit fussy, this is what I pull out and I will dab it on areas where my skin is being stressed. I just take a pea-size amount here and I'm gonna apply it with my ring fingers underneath the eyes. So this is my preferred eye cream. Have used this for years. I do try other eye creams, but I always come back to the Stress Repair Concentrate. Use this daily. Then for moisturizer, I'm going to use the Bio Lifting Cream. I call this the Big Daddy. I love this moisturizer. It gives you the most beautiful canvas before putting on makeup. And it is just a fantastic consistency. I just love this one. It's very moisturizing. It's chock full of anti-agers, everything you want. But again, it's not only going to help moisturize your skin, but it's going to give you a little bit of a lift as well. So I just love to use this and their neck cream. I'm so sad because I'm at that age where I need to use a neck cream, and their Bio Lifting neck cream is fantastic. So I will take some of that on my neck area here. And then if this is in stock, this is the Bio Lifting Massage Tool. I need to double check, but this is another thing that I use daily. And I will take a couple minutes to massage that into my skin, and it just feels so amazing on the skin. I feel like I'm taking my skin to the gym actually, because it just kind of revs up the circulation here. It's nice and firming. You can come right over here through the eyes. I kind of do little mini eye lift up here, and it just feels so good, you guys. It's cooling and fabulous. This one's often out of stock. It's a popular item, so if they do have that, grab it, because I literally use this every day too. And then one other product I want to mention is the Bio Lifting Mask, and I don't necessarily use this as a mask upon which I wash off. I use this at night to sleep in. So that's one tip I would say is, yes, the masks are expensive, but I just use them as my night cream, and I just feel like my skin wakes up replenished, a little plumped up, and I love the consistency of this as well. So those are some of my skincare recommendations. I just love the Bio Lifting line. If you are somebody who feels like your skin is sagging a bit, or you have more mature skin, the Bio Lifting line is going to be for you, because you literally get like a little on your skin. Like that Bio Lifting serum definitely makes your skin feel a little bit more lifted, a little bit more alive. And then the Bio Lifting cream is just so beautiful before makeup. I think it is the perfect canvas. So the combination of those, and then again, my number one is the Stress Repair Concentrate. That is literally what I use under my eyes every single day. So those are some no-brainer skincare recommendations from Chantecaille for more mature, dry skin. And if you're someone who wants to even out your skin tone, but you don't want to look like you're wearing makeup, then this is going to be your best friend. I just find this to be very magical on the skin, and if you are someone of my age, I'm 54, I find this to be like the perfect foundation for more mature skin. Now, I usually wear it in either alabaster or ivory. As I am coming into the summer months, I tend to either mix the two of these together, and I'll show you a swatch of each of them. This is the shade Alabaster right here. This is the shade Ivory. So in the winter months, I generally wear Alabaster. As I'm coming into the summer months, I will mix the two of these or just wear Ivory. But what I will do is I will take a little bit of my Radiance Elixir. Here's just like that. And then I'm going to mix it in with the foundation here, and then we're going to apply that to the skin. I'm going to be using the Chantecaille Sculpt brush to start here, and we are just going to apply a little bit of that on the skin here. Now, what I love about this foundation is it has a cooling effect on the skin, like it actually feels cool to the touch. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it is blurring my skin. As you can see, it's going to be light coverage, but you can build this up. What I like to do is just kind of keep it light on the skin, and I can always go in with concealer where I need it, but it gives you this really pretty glow. Now, yes, I did put in that Radiance Elixir into the mix here. So I just adore the way this foundation looks on my skin. I feel like it looks healthy. It doesn't look like I am wearing makeup, but it feels very hydrated. I feel like it gives me this nice healthy glow, and it also lets my skin shine through. So that's what I would say. It's like your skin but better, and I just love this foundation so much. So definitely recommend Future Skin Foundation at the sale. Great time to pick it up at 25% off. And then as far as concealer, my ultimate favorite is the Chantecaille. This is the Camouflage STYLO. And again, if you have not had a lot of sleep and you want to fake it, you're going to pull out your Radiance Elixir, and you can put a little bit of this on your hand just like that. Again, we call this the unicorn product because it has lots of different purposes. And then I will go in and take my concealer here, and I will mix the two of those together, and it is going to brighten up underneath the eye, and it looks so good, and it feels good too. So I'm just going in with a little bit of that camouflage right here. And then you can also use this all over your skin wherever you need a little extra coverage. I tend to like to use this one underneath my eyes because it's got a little caffeine complex in it. It is going to waken up the eye area and give it a nice smooth appearance. You see how much brighter it is underneath my eyes? And again, this feels fantastic. Okay, I have evened out my skin tone, and then I want to go ahead and warm up the skin, and I'm going to be using my favorite bronzer. This is Chantecaille Real Bronze in Goa, and if I had to pick one bronzer for the rest of my life, this would be it. I just love the sort of cocoa tone of this bronzer. It is a gel-like formula, so it meshes with the skin. It just looks really natural, and I just love it. So I'm going to put a little bit of this bronzer on my skin here. And again, I just kind of put it all over where the sun would naturally hit, and up into that forehead, up into the forehead, around the cheeks. I just bring it down a little bit across the bridge of my nose, And I just love this color so much because I'm not someone who tans, and I feel like the little bit of red in here just makes it look a little bit more natural, because when I do try to get sun, I do get a little bit of redness on my skin instead of that golden bronze. My skin tends to peek out in a little bit of red, so that is why I love Goa. Now I also have Serena too, which I do really like, especially year round. This one has a bit more of a golden tone. So Serena has a bit more of a golden undertone, whereas you can see this is Goa. It looks a little deep in the swatch, but it's definitely going to have a little bit of that richness, a little bit of a red cocoa tone to it. Both are beautiful. You could even mix both of them. But the way that this bronzer meshes with the skin, I feel like it looks very natural, and I just love that formula. For blush, I'm going to be using the Cheek Gelée in Happy. And you guys, this is just such a good color. I love using the gel blushes in the summer because, again, I feel like they mesh into the skin and look more natural. These are just so pretty, and this Happy color does make me happy. It is just such a fun little flush. It is just such a nice little flush of color. So I can apply it with my fingertips or just use that sculpt brush that I used for the foundation. And I'll just pop on a little bit of that flush on the cheeks. Now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Liquid Lumiere. This one is in Sheen. I love this one. And I'll just take a little bit of this, you guys. Again, it's going to be so pretty. And I'll take a little bit of this, and I actually like to put a little bit of this down as a base for my eyes. I'm going to be using a couple of my favorite Mermaid eye shades that are more matte, and I like to start with just a little bit of this sheen that will peek through. So I'll show you that in 2 seconds, but I'm just taking my finger and applying that beautiful sheen Liquid Lumiere on the high parts of my cheeks, a little bit on the bridge of the nose here, and then I will go and put a little bit of this down on my eye for a little bit of brightness. This also looks fantastic, just right in that inner corner to add a little bit of brightness. Okay, we've got a little healthy glow going on. Okay, for eyes, I highly recommend the Chantecaille Mermaid eye shades. And if you watch my channel, you will know that recently I am obsessed with Olivia. I love Sylvie. Like, I feel like you need both Sylvie and Olivia. Those are the matte ones. And Sylvie's going to be your perfect brown. And then Olivia is going to be more of a cool toned gray, which I've just been obsessed with. So I love these. I think I own all of them, and some of them have a bit of shimmer in them, like Starfish and Triton, and so you can create the most gorgeous eyes. So whenever I travel, I always take Sylvie and Copper. That's such a beautiful combination, and I will take Sylvie, put it in the crease, and then top a little bit on my lid with Copper. So pretty. But today I'm going to just show you my go-to that I've been using with Olivia lately, and then we might pop on a little Triton for fun as well. So what I like to do first is go ahead and use my bronzer as my crease color, just to kind of bring everything together, just to kind of tie everything together. So I will use a little bit of that Goa, and I will go in and create a little bit of a crease shade, a little bit of a depth there, and come over here. And then we're going to go in with Olivia and we're going to place that all over the lid. I'm actually going to use the Chantecaille Sweep Shadow Brush here. And I just love this combination. So there's a little bit of warmth from the bronzer. Then I'm putting a little bit of that cool tone of gray on my lids, and I just find that it pops my eyes. So I love that little contrast between cool and warm on the lids here for myself. And someone was mentioning that they also realized that the Olivia almost has like a little bit of a green tinge to it. And here is the combination of that bronzer with Olivia. You can leave it like that, just one and done eye, or if you wanted to pop on a little bit of shimmer, then I would recommend taking a little bit of Triton and popping that on. I'm going to just add a little bit right above my iris here for a little bit of a pop right there. It's going to add a little bit of lightness on the eye. Just going to add a little bit of lightness on the eye. I'm going to blend everything out just to soften everything. But as far as recommendations, I feel like everybody needs Sylvie, everybody needs Olivia. Those are the matte mermaid eye shades. And then honestly, all the other ones are so pretty. I have Hematite right here, gorgeous. It's got almost a little plummy undertone to it. I love Starfish. Again, this is going to give you a little bit more of a bronzy look here. Triton is my ultimate favorite. I just feel like it pops everybody's eyes. So pretty, but you literally cannot go wrong with that. I think someone mentioned Seashell to me the other day. That's another beautiful one, but you can't go wrong with the formula of these mermaid eye shades. I have a lot of different of these pot eyeshadows, and I personally feel like these ones are the best because they do not dry out. They stay on your eyes. They are a beautiful formula. Again, they're not too creamy. They almost have like a cream to powder formula, and I just find them to be very forgiving on more mature eyes as well, especially with those little pops of shimmer there. You can kind of lighten up your eyes, have a little bit of fun, but not look overdone. And that's what I love about Chantecaille. I think you could put on any of their makeup and not look like you are overdone at all. That's what I love about Chantecaille makeup, is that I feel like it's truly trying to enhance your own beauty, not mask it. So the products all seem to work that way. A little goes a long way, and I just feel like it enhances your face versus masking it. Okay, next favorite, and again, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I love Chantecaille Luster Glide eyeliners. My personal favorite is Slate. It is the perfect deep charcoal color, but recently I picked up Earth, and that's going to be your beautiful chocolatey brown. I love Amethyst, I love Violet Damask, I love Olive Brigade. Basically, I love all of their colors. You can't go wrong. Raven is their black shade that's really going to make your eyes pop. So at 25%, you guys, I would just grab whatever they have in stock. These are going to be a gel-based eyeliner. They stay put once you put them on their eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and use Raven, kind of give myself a little bit of a pop on the upper lash line, and then I'll use Amethyst on my bottom waterline to bring out a little bit more green in my eyes. So I'm just going to tightline near my lash line with that Raven. Bam. Gonna give myself a little definition there on the eyes. And then I'm gonna go in with Amethyst here. Such a pretty color. And I'm gonna go ahead And I'll do a little bit of that in my waterline, as well as a little bit over here. We'll blend this out nice and soft. I'm going to add a little bit of the amethyst up here on the lash line towards the outer third here. Okay, I wanted to add a little bit more pop to my eye color. The raven up on my upper waterline near the lashes is going to make my lashes appear a bit bigger, and then the amethyst is going to bring out the green in my eyes. I have hazel eyes, and I'm always trying to bring out more of the green, and I love that. And violet damask is another one. I love black forest is their kind of deep foresty green. That's another one that I love. Olive brigade. Honestly, you just can't go wrong. I think I have all of the eyeliners and I love them. So next, I'm going to finish off with my Holy Grail mascara, and that is Chantecaille Faux CILS Longish Lash Mascara. And this is my preferred mascara. Like, I'm a little bit boring on my channel because this is pretty much what I use on a daily basis. It's got a special peptide in here that is going to help your lashes grow, and I just love it. I love the brush. I love the consistency of the mascara, and I just haven't really found another mascara that I like any better. So to me, this is worth every single penny, but if you can get this at 25% off, then this is definitely the time to buy this mascara. So I'm quickly going to put on some mascara, clean up my brows with their tinted brow gel, and then we can finish off the rest of my face. Okay, I've got my eyeballs on. Always feel complete once I put on my mascara. So I'm going to set my makeup, and I'm actually going to be using the Chantecaille. This is the Compact Makeup, and you can use this as just a foundation as well, which is gorgeous. This is something that my friend Mandy Davis, MUA, told me I had to get. Like, she is obsessed with this powder foundation, and what I have found is I love to use Future Skin, and then I will use the Zebra Kabuki, which again, if this is included in the sale, highly recommend it. I will take a little bit of this powder foundation, just a touch, and then I will just brush this on the skin for a little extra coverage, but it'll make everything last all day long as well. So I will brush that on. And then after I do that, I will go ahead and use my Rose de May. This is the pure rose water, and I will go ahead and put that on top. So you will see at first that gave it a nice velvety finish, but then when I add on a little bit of my rose water, it just brings back the glow, but then the rest of my makeup has been set for the day. And then we'll go ahead and finish off my lips. I'm going to use two of my favorite products. I'm going to be using the Chantecaille. This is the La Matte STYLO. And I like to use these as lip liner and then go ahead and top it off with my favorite gloss from Chantecaille. And this particular color is in Snapdragon. So I will just take a little bit of this And just define my lips with that. And then I like to top it off with my personal favorite shade. This is In Love. And I just love that soft pink look, perfect for summer. And these glosses feel very nourishing on the lip, but they also, to me, feel a little bit more youthful. A soft glossy look tends to be a bit more youthful on more mature lips. So definitely check out the brilliant lip glosses from Chantecaille. Another one of those products I feel like doesn't get enough love, but they are fantastic. And then last but not least, of course, we're going to finish off with fragrance of the day. And of course, this is the perfect time to pick up one of their wonderful fragrances at 25% off. So I picked out a couple of my personal favorite ones from the line and also a few appropriate ones for summer. So I'm going to start with the one that I think is the perfect summer scent, and that is Tiara. And this is a gorgeous tropical floral fragrance. To me, this just screams summer. When I put this on, it just reminds me of being at the beach. I may be wearing like a white, lovely sundress. I have a sun hat on and my feet are in the sand. I can smell a little bit of the saltiness from the ocean, and I'm just really enjoying the sun and the ocean and the sand. So this is what this fragrance reminds me of. It's just so beautiful. If you're a fan of gardenia fragrances, I definitely think you are going to love this because it has this subtle sweetness of that floral. This truly is a no-brainer fragrance, especially for the summer. And I will admit, I like to wear this in the winter too when I am feeling a little bit in the doldrums from the cold and the rain, and I want to be transported to some place that has more of a tropical beach feel, then I will wear this fragrance. You can wear this fragrance year round, but yes, it is particularly perfect for right now. The next one I want to mention is Darby Rose, and this is the most mouth-watering rose fragrance I have ever smelled. It is very fresh and modern, and I love this one, but I also love to layer it with another one of Chantecaille's fragrances. So if you are a rose lover and you like fresh fragrances, I think you're gonna love Darby Rose. Like, so when I spray this on, I literally get a little bit of this mouth-watering feel. That is how juicy and fresh the rose is in here. I find this to be very modern, and I have been on a bit of a rose toot lately. I've just been into so many rose fragrances, and I truly think this is one of the best. And I feel like this one feels very modern, if that makes sense. It doesn't have any grandma feel to it whatsoever. This is fresh young roses. I almost want to say like you walk out in the morning and there has been slight dew on the roses. There's like a little bit of droplets of rain or water on the roses. That's what it smells like. It is very mouth-watering. And the one that I love to layer this with, there's actually two, from the women's line is Calamantan, and this is going to be a rich oriental fragrance. And if you layer this rich fragrance here and you put the Darby Rose on top, I call it the Sex Kitten fragrance because it just really explodes, and the two of these together just are like wow. And the other one that I like to mix it with is Oud Fumé, and this one's in the men's collection, but I wear this one as well. This one is so good, you guys. Oh, This is the one that Angela Rogers calls sex in a bottle. I don't know if I would go that far, but this one is intoxicating. Like if you smell it on yourself or you smell it on your partner, you are going to go a little bit gaga. That is what it is like. This is rich and opulent, and it's got a fresh and earthiness about it. It has got bergamot in here, so that's going to lift that deep woodiness, but it also has rosemary in here, and I love that. There is something that is just very enticing with that rosemary. It's got cedar wood in here, so it's got this smoky, sexy vibe going on that I just love. So as you can imagine, layering this smoky, exotic fragrance with this fresh, mouth-watering rose together. Again, sex kitten fragrance, smells so good. So these smell amazing on their own, but it also smells great layered on top. If you're someone who likes more warm, exotic fragrances, I would focus on Calamanton. This one has creamy sandalwood in here, this rich patchouli. It is warm, it is sexy. It kind of reminds me of Chanel Coromandel. It has that vibe to it, but it is just a stunner. This would be like date night fragrance. You can wear this year round. This smells amazing in the fall months because it's that warm, rich fragrance, but think of yourself having a bit of a suntan, wearing sort of a sexy little sundress. This is what I would put on for that kind of date night fragrance, something a little bit more rich and sexy. And then TIARA is going to be more of your like innocent, everyday, just smell really good, like you've been to the beach fragrance. And then my personal favorite, I call it my badass fragrance, but I love Vetiver. And I particularly love this one from Chantecaille. So this one to me, I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this on. I just love this one. So it makes me feel a little bit badass. It is a woody fragrance. It has a freshness to it, but I think the reason I like this one is that it dries down a little bit more feminine. It also is a little bit warmer. There's a touch of vanilla in here. So this one's going to start out very woody, very little bit earthy, very invigorating. And then on the dry down, it becomes a bit more warm, a bit more cozy because it's got a little touch of vanilla. So there's a little bit of sweetness and femininity to this. It's also got some musk in here and some creamy sandalwood. So just a beautiful vetiver fragrance. And if you are attracted to vetiver fragrances, but you might find them to be a bit too masculine, they're often in colognes, I would definitely try this one because there is a subtle little vein of femininity in this, and that is why I love it so much. So this is one of those, you come out of the shower, you're going to spray this on, you are going to feel alive, you're going to feel up and ready to tackle the day. So you literally can't go wrong with any of Chantecaille's fragrances, but these are the personal favorite ones, the ones that I think are great for this time of year and the great ones to layer. So you guys, these are some of my favorites that I highly recommend for the summer Sylvie sale, but I'm so excited to share my early access code. That is Abby SS25. This will allow you to shop starting on July 25th through the 27th. That's going to be 25% off site-wide. It is excluding philanthropy or anything that is giving back. Those are like to the animal organizations and such. So those things will be excluded. I'm pretty sure I only used products in this video that were accessible to the sale. At least I hope so. And if you spend $600, which is easy to do with just a few items from skincare, you will get this gorgeous Chantecaille tote. And when I got this, you guys, I love this because I don't know about you guys, but they have those Dior totes that are like, you know, $3,000 plus. And when I received this, I was like, oh, it reminds me of those really pretty Dior totes. And I just love the rose pattern of this tote. You will get this exclusive rose tote. It is while supplies last, but I'm hoping there's enough for everyone because it really is so adorable. Okay guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you're planning on picking up at the sale, and if you have any questions, go ahead and pop those down in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer those questions as well. So thank you so much for watching. Have fun shopping, and I will talk to you soon.